Supporting Patients of Courage is more than just sponsorship for us. It's a reflection of who we are and the values we stand for: compassion, empowerment, and community.
I was originally diagnosed with breast cancer in 2015, and at that time had a single mastectomy, which was my first piece of the patient journey. Later went on to have a prophylactic mastectomy on the other side and begin the many-year-long reconstructive journey, which for me included many revisions. And at the time when I originally had my mastectomy, I had under the muscle implants put in and went through the expander process. It just didn't really feel great in my skin. I didn't like the way it looked in clothes, and it kept being a reminder of my cancer experience.
At the time of her initial treatment, she had bilateral mastectomies, and she had what was a standard approach to reconstruction at that time. That was in 2015, when she was 27 years old. But when I saw her just a year ago, at that point, we'd come a long way, and we'd learned that there are a better alternative. So placing an implant in front of the muscle, the same way you'd do a breast reconstruction with a flap, for example, in front of the muscle, was a sort of natural progression.
But I didn't even realize that the feel of my chest was going to change, that I actually would feel like I had natural breasts again, and that when I looked in the mirror, it would look like a person that maybe I knew in a previous life of myself. I think we're so conditioned as cancer patients to feel like this is the best you're gonna get. This is a reconstruction, you've gone through this cancer experience, and whatever you get is what you get. You know, you don't get to be very picky, but to feel like after the surgery where it's like, wow, I really love how this looks. I remember finding a discontinued blog post of one woman that used to write, and she had shared an experience of having a child after my type of cancer. For me at the time, that was the most important thing, because I thought I might never be able to have kids after cancer. It was very, very hard to find the hope and resources that I was searching for beyond kind of more medical or trusted health professional websites. I had been thinking about starting writing and a blog and sharing for a long time, and so I kind of decided, I was like, this is the hump to get me over my insecurity of sharing. And now I feel so grateful 10 years later that I'm still doing this and still sharing, and get to have this platform both on social media and writing and my blog and website that allows me to kind of share these resources with women worldwide and just help people feel a little less overwhelmed and isolated in their cancer experience, whether they're young like me or facing it at an older age too. My blog is mycancerchic.com, and I am mycancerchic on all social medias, where I've kind of shared, you know, both my cancer experience in real time, but also now, like, what does life look like after cancer?
Nobody talks about this part after cancer. This is survivorship. It's messy, it's raw, it's real, and you're not alone in it.
Through her unwavering dedication to breast cancer advocacy, providing a platform of empowerment and education, she's really become a beacon of hope for countless women. Certainly in the breast cancer community.
I have 2 sweet young boys now, so I did end up being able to have my babies and being able to share that story, because there's so many young women newly diagnosed or in the midst of a diagnosis that are wondering, like, am I ever going to be able to have a child? Am I ever going to feel like myself again? Am I ever going to feel happy? And I hope to be kind of a little ray of hope for the future.